Coach, given the way the last game ended for Asar Thompson, what did you like the most about the way he responded tonight?
I mean, Asar is, tonight is who he's always been. And, we don't pick one game that determines how important each individual guy is to us. We're not in this position right now if Asar hasn't played the way that Asar played all season long. Asar's a huge part of what we do. And, night in, night out, he does the job for us. So, it's him. It's who he is, and we're not surprised by it.
Coach, what do you think JD's performance kind of says about his overall development, his performance today?
Yeah, I mean, he's grown, in so many different ways. His understanding of how important it is for him to dominate the paint for our team, it's a selfless thing, but it's extremely difficult to do because of the physicality, because of the contact that he has to go through every single night, every possession. Defensively, the same thing. Like the battle that he goes through on the defensive boards for us, there's guys grabbing his chest, grabbing his jersey, pulling him down. But he understands how important it is for us to finish possessions, and he fights through all that and goes and get it done. Offensively, his ability to attack in different ways has come a long way. Like it used to be pick and roll lob. Now he can catch it, make moves, attack, finish, so many different ways that, again, defenses have to make tough decisions.
You got to give Kevin a little bit of run tonight. Just what are you kind of looking for in these games about when you're able to put him in and be able to both contribute and start to get himself a little more comfortable?
Just trying to find ways to get him comfortable, trying to find him ways to get opportunities. Like I said, he's in a difficult spot. Excuse me. And, again, it's not his fault. Our guys have been playing well. So trying to find somebody who doesn't deserve to play to give him minutes isn't going to be always easy. But I've got to do the job of giving him opportunities because he can help us win. And there's no doubt about that. Like, he's a very good basketball player. When he was with the Atlanta team, he helped them go on a long run. So we believe in his ability. I just got to find a way to balance his opportunity versus what the other guys have earned also.
Pre-game, Mark was kind of giving Asar credit for just his discipline, athleticism, all the things we usually see. And defensively, like we see the screen navigation, the way he rotates. But like, if you could pinpoint one or like his biggest strength, what would you say it is?
His ability to not force two into an action is it, right? A lot of times when you play pick and roll, your big guy has to get involved because they create some sort of advantage. Or if it's a screen, your big guy has to get involved, and now you're playing 4-on-3 and those types of things. His ability to get through screens and get back in front of his man so you don't ever have to bring two to the ball lets our defense continue to play 5-on-5 instead of playing, 5-on-4, 4-on-3 if they move the ball. All right. Thank you, guys.
All right, good stuff. One of the areas of domination tonight, the Pistons coming into tonight, best in the NBA in points per game, points in the paint differential, better than 14 points in the paint better each night. You know what it was tonight?
What was it? Give it to me.
You know it. 70-32.
Ooh, that's domination.
That's more than 14.
That's domination in the paint. And listen, Jalen Duren had 29 of those. So let's book it right now. Jalen had 29 of those in the paint. But the Pistons recognize, again, attention to detail. When you're at this level that the Pistons are at, winning at this clip, you have to pay attention to the little things. Coach Casey was on in the pregame. He talked about the little things that add up to winning. The recognition that the Oklahoma City Thunder had no preeminent shot blocker in the painted area all night long, and the Pistons took complete advantage of it. It's one thing to know it, but it's another thing to be able to execute it, because you have to think Oklahoma City understood that they didn't have defense like that in the paint, and they tried to cover it in some kind of way. But the Pistons were able to pick it apart and still get the ball in the painted area at a very large clip and dominate in that area. That's what they were supposed to do, Johnny.
That's incredible. I mean, 70-32, that's big time. Yeah, I mean, that is big time. So, again, that you mentioned, that's what they've done all season long. It's what they continue to do. You add a little outside shooting to that, and more often than not, you're going to come out on the plus side of the ledger. All right, we're going to take a short break here. We're going to come back, take you inside the Pistons locker room. But a big win here, part of a 3-game homestand. Come up short against San Antonio Monday, beat OKC here on a Wednesday, and now Cleveland Cavs coming to town on a Friday. We'll look ahead to that one. You're watching Pistons Live, presented by Cure Auto Insurance. He gets the swat on Jalen Williams, and then it relates to this. He gets the assist, so give him a block shot, starts the transition, Tobias to Jenkins to Thompson to Duren.
Well, if you're going to start something, why not finish?
That's right.
That's what I always say.
I mean, that's metaphor for life, really. So you can roll up to the mansion with a bonus. New players get 500 bonus spins to play on Huff and Puff Money Mansion. Plus, get up to $1,000 back on any first day net loss. We were talking before about, obviously, the domination in the painted area. Jalen Duren with 29 of those paint points tonight. But a good well-rounded effort. JD now with 3 consecutive double-doubles since coming back from that 2-game suspension. He is now standing by at the podium.
JD, there were stretches tonight where you guys lost some momentum, but then there were other stretches where you guys really had control. What is the biggest challenge for this group in sustaining that consistency?
Just locking in for the whole 48 minutes. Locking into the game plan, paying attention to the details, and doing everything that we know we can do, holding ourselves to play at our standard the whole game. You know, it's a simple fix, but we just got to be locked in to do it.
After talking to you on Monday, you mentioned just you were really eager to look at the film from Monday night's game. How did you take that into your mindset into tonight and how you were able to be so effective?
Yeah, just trying to keep growing, just trying to put myself in positions to help my teammates, trying to be aggressive on the glass, trying to defend, trying to just do whatever my team need me to do. And I'm going to continue to do that, continue to watch film, continue to get better. I think it was things I could have done better this game. And, yeah, just trying to keep growing, trying to keep getting, to the level that my team need me to get to.
Okay, he's got 11 blocks in his last 4 games. Tonight was his 3rd in a row with 3. What's impressed you most about not just his aggression and going for those blocks, but how effective he's been at it?
Yeah, I mean, he 6'7". I mean, I feel like that's he's supposed to be doing. I mean, he's a great defender. He's a great two-way player. I know people know him for, being the point guard, being the scorer, but he is a great two-way player. He's a guy who can challenge shots, and he's been doing it all season. So it's nothing new. I know when I see him one-on-one on the fast break with a small guard, I like his chances.
JB was kind of just talking about Asar's ability to not allow there to be advantages for the opposing team defensively.
Yeah.
And you've kind of seen his progression since the start. What do you think his single greatest strength is?
His single greatest strength. That's a good question. I think for me, me personally, and he might not agree, but I think the way he slide his feet, laterally, just in general, it's kind of like he be floating. And I think, obviously you can say his instincts. I think he plays the passing lanes really well. He's a great defender. He does a lot of things really well. But for me, watching him slide his feet, and that might be something small for people, but that's a true skill. Being able to move that way, effortlessly, move with defenders, being able to cut people off, being quick, second jumps. He's a freak athlete. So to me, that's what impresses me the most about him. But he's an all-world defender, so he has all type of attributes.
And then when you kind of have somebody like that as the second line defender, how does that make your job easier?
Because that pressure on the ball, he's making guys change their shots. When he's on their hip, you're not just getting no straight layup. You got to change the shot, what helps me come over and block and alter shots myself. So even in pick and roll, he's blowing up screens, and he's just, on the defensive end, he's a guy that's easy to play with because he cover up so much.
Hey, don't miss this doubleheader of sports talk. It's Golic and Golic who kick things off at 3:30 Eastern, followed by Stan Verrett. That's Countdown Live, presented by Prime at 5:30. So it's back-to-back coverage, everything you need to know in sports, and it's only on FanDuel Sports Network. We'll look ahead to Friday's matchup. You're watching Pistons Live, presented by Cure Auto Insurance. Pistons. Exactly. They only lost by 2. Pistons beat them on January the 4th at their place. But again, that was a different looking Cavaliers team than what we're going to see on Friday night.
Absolutely. And I think the Cavaliers have got a shot in the arm, obviously, offensively, with the MVP of the league and one-time scoring champion, James Harden. So you know that they're looking to put their best foot forward with this group now. And they want to challenge the Pistons. They're coming in ready, and they're going to see where they are and how they measure up in this Eastern Conference. It's going to be a big game for both teams.
I think it's going to be a fabulous game. I really feel like, we're going to get, a chance to face Cleveland twice over the next week and change. So, I feel like Cleveland positioned 4th right now in the East, but they're heading northbound. They've been picking off opponents along the way, tonight notwithstanding, as they rested a couple of the guys in Boston or in Milwaukee. All right. So it'll be Pistons, Cavaliers Friday night. That's when we'll be back. 6:30 pregame show, 7:00 tip. Be a big win for the boys before they head out on another 3-game road trip. But you got to protect the home court, and why not do it against the Cavaliers? Good win for the boys here tonight. They win it 124-116 to improve to 43-14, first place in the Eastern Conference. For Grant Long, I'm Johnny Kane. We'll see you Friday night.
Good night, Romulus.